At CitizenCon 2955, Imperium Games introduced Gray's Market, a brand new manufacturer within the Star Citizen universe. Making its debut with the Gray Market's Shiv, this new label embraces the outlaw aesthetic, rough, practical, and without any compromise, absolutely independent. The presentation positioned Gray's Market as a supplier for those living on the edge of legality, crafting ships that look repurposed from existing technology yet built for performance and survival in the harshest conditions. Its introduction not only expands the Star Citizen industrial and criminal design language, but also teases a fresh direction for players seeking style beyond the mainstream manufacturers of the UEE. Speaking of the Shiv, well, I'm giving away one right now for my Patreon and YouTube members only. This is a way to reward everyone who's been kind enough to support me throughout all of these years, such as, for example, Elros McGregor, who recently signed up for 1 year, so shout out to you, Elros. And if you too want to help the channel out, well, you have the link in the description down below. So, now that the Shiv is out, what other ships could this unconventional manufacturer produce? Well, I've got an idea, and I think that a lot of you are going to like it. Introducing the Gray's Market Preybird, the fastest pile of parts of this side of Pyro. Born from scrap, sweat, and pure defiance, of course, the Gray's Market Preybird is the kind of ship only outlaws could dream up, and only the desperate would dare to fly. Built on the battered hull of a Mercury StarRunner, the Preybird trades data running sophistication for hard-edged practicality. In fact, the entire second deck, where the data servers are located, is completely gone, which gives the ship a much flatter silhouette, which also improves its aerodynamics and atmosphere. This reduced weight here is also going to help with its overall speed, which is going to be its main selling point. As far as the front of the ship goes, the entire nose section has been ripped off and replaced with the salvage apparatus of a Drake Vulture, turning it into a versatile hybrid capable of tearing apart wrecks as fast as it can outrun security patrols. Since the Vulture's salvage boom occupies the ship's original cockpit space, Gray's Market engineers grafted a MISC Freelancer cockpit onto the right side of the fuselage, giving the vessel an unmistakable asymmetrical silhouette. The result is a ship that looks like it should barely hold together, yet somehow does. A rebellious masterpiece of improvisation that feels more alive than most factory models. I mean, take a look at this. Next, of course, let's talk performance. Knowing that most of its pilots would spend their lives fleeing patrols, bounty hunters, and angry creditors, Gray's Market mechanics tore apart the Mercury StarRunner's rear assembly and grafted a third main thruster repurposed from decommissioned, Mercury StarRunners. Every thruster was then realigned for raw forward acceleration, pushing the Preybird structural tolerances to the edge of catastrophe. Combined with a stripped-down internal mass and a few surprisingly effective aerodynamic tweaks, the result is nothing short of legendary. The Preybird can achieve a top speed of 1,445 meters per second, surpassing even the Origin 350, making it the fastest ship in known space. But this kind of speed doesn't come free. The added thrust makes the ship notoriously stiff in turns, with maneuverability slightly worse than the original Mercury StarRunner, ensuring that it cannot compete in racing. For all its speed and daring, the Preybird was never designed to win a stand-up fight. The ship's overclocked thrusters draw so much power that the pilot's weapon systems had to be completely removed, leaving offensive duties to the rest of the crew. But as you would imagine here, in true Gray's Market fashion, this wasn't a flaw, it's a compromise. The upper and lower turrets each retain their Size 3 laser repeaters, providing solid defensive coverage against pursuing fighters and aggressive patrols. These turrets are manually controlled, relying on skilled gunners rather than AI targeting, reinforcing the ship's hands-on outlaw character. For those who need a little more bite, the Preybird still supports 8 Size 2 missiles, but they can only be fired from the co-pilot seat, forcing coordination and teamwork under pressure. This design decision makes the ship feel alive in combat, chaotic, noisy, and utterly dependent on the crew's synergy. and that would be the Graze Market Preybird, a ship that would perfectly capture the spirit of Star Citizen's new outlaw manufacturer if it ever became real. It would be fast, unpredictable, and full of personality, just like the people who might choose to fly it. In many ways, the Preybird would represent everything Graze Market stands for: ingenuity born from desperation, beauty found in imperfection, and freedom earned through defiance. It wouldn't be a ship for everyone. Most pilots, in fact, wouldn't dare to take it out, but for those living on the edge of the law, it could be the ultimate expression of independence. With the Shiv setting already the tone for this new brand, the Preybird would be a natural next step, a machine that embodies both chaos and craftsmanship. Even if it remained purely hypothetical, one thing would be certain here: Graze Market definitely has the potential to make the verse far more interesting. And that's all for this video. Tell me in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this hypothetical Graze Market Preybird? Is it a ship that you would be excited for? Do you think this would be the perfect Millennium Falcon in the verse? That's why I designed this ship, right? It's just because I want to have a real Millennium Falcon in the verse. I think the Mercury StarRunner is a little bit too clean, right? It would be nice to have like a stripped down version that would be very outlaw, very criminalish, and I think that this would be the perfect solution for that. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you so much. As always, a big shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members, including Dr. Robin, Socrates, the key to the Crush of the Rise and Zero Crusher. I have been Iran, and I'll see you guys in the next one.